Hello everyone and welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Retsina, and this is a blue-collar wine show where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. My wife and I just got back from a vacation in Crete. We were there for a couple of weeks. It was a great vacation, 75 degrees almost every day, beautiful areas. Went to Hania, Heracula, and then went to Alanya, down to Plaka, right across from the island of Spinalonga, where the old leper colony was, so we got to go over there and see that. But while I was there, of course, I went to wineries, which you do, even though you're on vacation, and I appreciate my wife's support on that. We actually went together on a wine/olive oil tour, which is really great, and we landed in Manasakis, which is a winery that I fell in love with, love their wines. I will be reviewing some of those on this channel in the future. But I thought I'd get into Greek wines, kind of the nuts and bolts of Greek wine, because a lot of people don't understand them. Even people that have been in the wine world for a while tend to not dip their toes into the Greek wine world. One of the oldest wine cultures in the world, Dionysus, of course, is the god of wine there. Bacchus is the Roman version, but Dionysus in Greek. And so they've been in the wine world for a long time, which makes sense. So let's get started with the Papagiannakis Old Vines Savatiano. See, there's one of the reasons people don't go to Greek wines. What the hell is a Savatiano? 2023. And it's from the region of Marco Polo, which is the kind of southeastern side of Greece, the mainland Greece. This rolls in at $18. 12.5% alcohol, a lot of people will like that. So I know this question will come up, so I'm going to address this as I go along. People will go, what is it like? Everybody wants to know, because you've got a strange wine, they want some reference point. So let's see what we can do in that regard. $18, nice, clear, golden color. Let's see what we get on the nose. A lot of stone fruit. I get melon, peach, mostly peach. A little bit of minerality coming through, like wet stone. Kind of steely on the nose, stainless steel. Can be interesting, like coconut meat, but not. I won't get into the explanation there. Let's see what we get on the palate. The peach notes come through on the palate. I'm getting a little bit of a steeliness in the mouth. Very fresh, clean, dry. Very vibrant in the mouth. It's interesting. Savatiano is one of the main grapes of Retsina, which we're going to be trying. I should move these a little closer. So Retsina will be one that we'll try. Savatiano is a grape they use to make Retsina, but now they're getting serious about it. They want it as a varietal wine, and so they're doing this. This is a 12.5% alcohol. And if you want a reference point on this one, I would say it's a lot like an Albarino. Absolutely. And somebody will go, what's an Albarino like? Well, it's like this. Dry, clean, good acidity, very balanced, acid, finishes dry, nice and fresh, good tropical fruit notes, like, well, I wouldn't say tropical, well, yeah, maybe that's okay, but like a peach, maybe a little bit of pineapple as well, a little bit of white pepper on the finish. Since Thanksgiving is just around the corner, believe it or not, just over 3 weeks, this would be a good Thanksgiving white. A solid wine, very delicious wine. Very dry, fresh, clean, balanced. White pepper hit on the backside. Yeah, great Thanksgiving wine. May show up in one of my episodes. Just a reminder, $18, very good price. I'm going to go straight up B+ on that one. Love that wine. Very nice. Now let's move on to the wine of Greece. Everybody in the restaurants was ordering Assyrtiko. My wife likes Assyrtiko. That is the name of the grape. From Papagiannakis. This is also from Atiki, which, by the way, this appellation is close to Atiki. So they're like together in that sense. And this rolls in at $24. This is a 23 Assyrtiko. Yeah, my wife fell in love with Assyrtiko. We ordered it quite a bit. And I was listening around, as you do when you're a wine person. What are they ordering? A lot of people were ordering Assyrtiko. They do a lot of great seafood there in Greece and in Crete, of course. Crete is part of Greece. Don't want to sound redundant here. There you go. Nice cold color. Let's see what we get on those. Not quite as popping on the nose as the Savatiano, but I get some almost like a banana peach note on this one. A little bit of melon, a little bit of apple. Yeah, some apricot notes coming through as well. There, it's coming out. Let's see what we get on the palate. Wow. Very vibrant tropical fruit flavors. I get a little bit of tangerine, a little bit of apricot, some peach notes coming through on vibrant acidity, but not cutting, but very vibrant acid, but good balanced acid. It's not, it doesn't pucker your mouth up necessarily. I like this wine a lot. And Assyrtiko is these guys are big on Assyrtiko there. They have so many of them. Santorini is a big area where they do a lot of Assyrtiko, and a lot of, I guess you would say, high accolades are given to Assyrtiko from Santorini. Sorry about that, I got a little stuck. Yeah, there's some texture on the mid palate, but in the finish it gets nice and dry. Solid, well-made Assyrtiko. I'm going to go straight up A on that one. Like that one a lot. Now we're going to move to the... this is from Santorini. I just mentioned that, of course. I promise. 2022. Gaia Assyrtiko Wild Ferment from Santorini. We were talking to a few people that had gone to Santorini before they came to Crete. They were just talking about how many people are there. There's so many people on Santorini. It's almost shoulder to shoulder. We decided not to go there because of the cruise ships. This rolls in at $48. No chump change. 48 bucks. Now the color on this one, they're all really golden in color. I'm super excited to try this one. 13.5% alcohol. The other one, let's see, this one was 13. The Savatiano was 12.5. Let's see what we get on those. Ooh, a little stink action, just a little bit of funk. Probably the wild ferment. So I get that kind of mango peach thing going on. It's almost like a little bit of just a hint of sulfur. A little kind of a touch of fig. Very light fig. Light fig. Now let's see what we get on the palate. Totally different animal from the other Assyrtiko. I'm serious. More depth on this bad boy. Real creamy, almost. There's acidity there, but it's not bright. This has some texture to it. I would not compare it, whereas these two might compare to an Albarino, this would not compare to an Albarino. This is an animal all of its own. You get a kind of a creaminess, maybe that fig component, but that fig component is, it's kind of like fig whipped with maybe a little bit of tangerine, apricot, peach, kind of whipped together. It is Albarino-like, but not entirely like an Albarino, if that makes any sense at all. Nice balance, nice flow across the palate. I think this has some ageability, actually, because there's good acidity, but there's good body to this one. Yeah, $48, no chuck change there. But this would be a great lobster, white wine, scallops, things like that. Maybe a little bit of chicken, roasted chicken would be great with this one. It has that body to it, it has that texture. I mean, the finish is going on and on and on. I get that kind of mango, tangerine. Get the idea. Maybe a little bit of peach. And then just a hit of white pepper on the backside. But it finishes dry. You know, $48 is a lot of money, but I'm going to go, yeah, it's definitely an A- A wine. Absolutely. I'm going to go A, straight up A. It's a great wine. $48, but all three have been great so far, so you have a lot of choices to different price ranges, 18, 24, 48. Now we're going to move to what a lot of people think of with Greek wine is Retsina. This could be Savatiano, could be a Sirtico they use to make this, but they also there's a special pine tree, they use the resin from that to create, they ferment the grapes with this pine resin. So this is the Cortaki Retsina of Attica, just like the Sirtico from Attica, which is really close to the region of Marca Paolo. They're all kind of tied in together. Go figure. I have one Retsina at the store. It's not this one, so I'm very interested to try this. Get a lot of people joke about Retsina. It's an acquired taste. Not a lot of people have tried Retsina. Color on this one is golden as well. They're all in that golden category. Golden years. Go, wop, wop, wop. David Bowie action. Let's see what we get on the nose. Well, the pine comes through on the nose for sure. It's like smelling a pine tree. Oh, big time. Big time. But there's some interesting like apple, papaya notes. Maybe a little bit of that tropical fruit coming through. Pitted fruit, stone fruits. But the pine is very strong. Let's see what we get on the palate. You know, if you're expecting pine, it's not so bad. Just saying, it has that pine characteristic to it with maybe some banana, melon / mango / peach notes coming through. Good acidity. Now, thinking about what I ate while I was in Crete, this makes perfect sense. They had this fantastic pastry. I wish I could remember what it was called. I would have thought, if I would have thought about it, I would have looked it up. But it was like a warm cheese in a puff pastry. This would be perfect with that. And of course, they like honey a lot, So a lot of the desserts and things that they have honey on them. I think this would be good with a meal like that, a pastry like that. They do a lot of like little pies with meat in them. I can see where Retsina would be a good companion to those type of meals. Dishes, I should say. A lot of people do Greek nights. I get asked for Retsina. That's why I carry one. You know what? Not that I've had a lot of them, but I like this Retsina. This is Cortaca 2000. I don't see a vintage on it. $11. $11. I'm gonna go B. It's good. I mean, if you're expecting what you would hope to get from a Retsina, you get it in that. It's not for everybody. It's acquired taste, I can see that. But with some of the things that they serve in Greece, I can see where this would fit in very nicely. There you go. A little bit of Greek education or a little education on Greek wines. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will be doing some more just because I'm so excited about Greek wines. I think they are misunderstood or not understood at all would be a better way to put it. And I think it's good to know your different wines. So you can't always do Pinot Noir episodes. You can't overdo Cab episodes. You gotta kind of geek out every once in a while, or Greek out. Just saying. Thanks for taking a little time of your day. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars wisely.